Today, I'll be showing you guys a dash animation in flipaclip. This is a tutorial on how to make one. First, get a consistent pen size. Set your frames to whatever. For this tutorial, I'll be using 12 FPS, 12 frames per second. And title it whatever you want. I said human fight, even though I'm using stick figures. Just kind of dumb. Just make it a name that you can remember so you don't lose it while you're animating. When you have to go somewhere. Make sure you get your 3 important layers. In my opinion, the 3 most important layers are effects, background, and your character layer. There's also layers like storyboards, which are semi-important because you don't need them unless if you're using stick figures. But for mostly anything else, trust me, you're gonna need a storyboard. Even for stick figures, you still need a storyboard. Not necessarily drawing it out in like pencil and whatnot. I mean like thinking of the idea in your head. Okay, back to the dash. First, animate your 2 characters like this. Take as long as you need to make your character look as nice as it can. Use the grid lines to keep the height consistent, and you'll have a good stick figure. Some animators make their stick figures excessively big, but I like to keep mine nice and small. So just keep moving and do what you want to, like this. After that, you'll be fine. And move your characters along. Right before the dash happens, you need to have anticipation. This is one of the rules of animation. I'll only be talking about this one, but I will post a video on the rest of the rules later. Anticipation in rules of animation is basically making sure it looks realistic right before something big is about to happen, like a dash. So the anticipation in this sequence would be the stick figure bending down and charging power to dash forward. This is pretty easy as long as you use the grid lines to keep it consistent. Do a head right, unlike this. Do not do your head how I just did it. Don't even think about trying to draw the head. Maybe with the circle rule it could be better. Nope, it's simpler than that. Simpler than that. Just find a suitable pen size, make a dot where it's supposed to be, and that's your stick figure head. See? As simple as that. If you want, you can keep doing it the lame way by just making the dot on every frame, or you can do frames without the head and copy and paste the dot on every frame, which takes a long time, so I like to do the boring method. Especially when I'm animating in like the thousands of frames. But if you're not doing thousands of frames, then you're fine. For the dash, I like to use after images. To do this, make the shading of the eraser lower, copy and paste the stick figure with low opacity, and that will be your after image for the dash. After that, insert your next character in, and you'll be fine. Just draw them in where you think they would be from the last frame with the help of onion skinning, which really should be on when you're animating. Delete any excess frames and draw where you think the character would end up from the last frame with the help of your onion skinning. Mine doesn't have multiple onion skinnings. Those are just the after images from the last frames. Because I don't use premium. If you do, follow somebody else's animation who might use premium. Because that will help you a little bit more. This video is primarily for non-premium flipaclip users. I mean, if you have premium, you can still use it, but it would probably be a little bit better if you follow somebody else's. After the dash, you could add a punch like me with impact frames. An impact frame is a frame with different colors from the rest of the animation. Mine are primarily black and white, and this is not the way I like to do Stickman impact frames. Because, to be honest, it just doesn't look right. Another way to do impact frames, which in my opinion is way better, is to do something like this. Get your ruler, get your color of whatever your impact wants to be. Mine will be white. Change the way your ruler is aiming on the angle, and then just start drawing lines in whatever size or shape you want them, like this. If you've seen my other animations, you know that I like to do this a lot. After you do that, add a star for more impact, or whatever any shape you want near where the stick figure or whatever character you're using gets hit. Do the same for the other side, just like before. Gotta find the right angle for the ruler, and continue drawing your impact frame. Remember, line straight back with impact. Don't forget to make your background layer black. Don't forget that, or it will just look weird. Get your paint bucket, fill it in. There's your impact frame. Something I like to do is make the impact frames last longer. Do this by using the lasso tool and moving over the impact from the last frame. With the help of onion skinning, you can know that you moved it. After that, don't forget to redraw your stick figures where you think they would be after the impact frames to make it look at least believable. This will be easy with the help of onion skinning, so just do that. Always make sure onion skinning is on during animation. Don't do your heads like that, do your heads like this. That's a very important aspect to remember. Well, that's it for today's animation. If you did it right, it should look like this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. See ya!